Good morning, welcome to Nerdy Shores Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Well, I have a new subscriber down in New Zealand. Have a subscriber down in Ecuador. Does that make me worldwide? I think so. And I welcome each and every one of you, and I certainly do thank you. On your preps and your preparedness, have you said, well, I didn't see that coming, I missed that boat? If it is true that the predictions for inflation will make eggs close to $12 a dozen, a dollar an egg, $12 a dozen within the next year, and you're saying, wow, I should have started raising backyard chickens a while ago and I could be cashing in or at least paying for gas. There's a lot of things that people are saying woulda, coulda, shoulda. I didn't see that coming. You weren't listening. You were warned and you were told. Guns and ammo, first thing they go after. Food shortages. You know, if you were prepared, you wouldn't have to be worried about food shortages. If you had prepared, you wouldn't have to be worried about gun bans, not enough ammunition, just starting to learn how to shoot a gun. Now people are telling you, as I have, hey, if you can do backyard chickens, if you are allowed, start them now. Get yourself prepared. Get it ready. Get your backyard secured and start with your backyard chickens. Not only for meat and protein, but for barter. Listen, if it goes $12 a dozen, it won't take much for you to sell a couple dozen if each chicken that is healthy is laying between 150 and 250 eggs a year. That will go a long way to help pay your bills. And this is what you've been warned about. This is what you've been told about. Don't miss this boat. Make sure you can know how to raise them. Right now, if you were to get day-old chickens, you have to wait anywhere from 4 to 6 months before they start laying. That puts you in wintertime. And the egg production in wintertime is zip to occasional. So you're behind the 8 ball already, unless you buy an established flock. And a lot of times you'll see people selling off their 2-year-old chickens because it's on the downhill end of egg production. Don't miss this boat. You heard me say buy extra 30-round magazines. Leave them sealed in the bag. Put them in a cache sealed with an oxygen absorber. Bury them off site if you had some extra money for the future. If they're going to ban 30 rounds, I guarantee you those 30 rounds, if you're paying $9 to $12 a magazine and the ban goes into effect, which these liberals are trying to, and you know the right people, a year from now, that $12 magazine will be $30 to $40, $50. If you have a drum, 60 rounds or greater, and you're paying $125 for it, you know, that drum magazine could very easily be a $500 item if it's properly stored and cared for, and if you know the right people. Speaking from experience on that one. Listen, there's a lot of warnings out there. There's a lot of things to say. Get yourself. We were just in Tractor Supply, and we were standing there looking at the chickens that just got in. We said, no, we can't do anymore. Hell, we're already up to 30, 31. We don't need any more chickens. I have 7 more that are supposed to be shipped out today, and I think that's more than enough. But we were in Tractor Supply carrying on a conversation with a lady who saw what was going on. She says, you know what? I'm just starting to get prepared, and I see what's going on with food prices, egg prices, and everything else. And me and my husband decided it's time to at least start with backyard chickens. And I said, yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And she was asking, and the missus was talking to her, showing her, advising her what's good for her and what's working for us. And while meantime, the guy from Tractor Supply was standing there saying, lady, can I help you? And she goes, oh, this lady right here is helping me. So he's there, and while I'm standing there, another lady comes up and says, I heard your conversation. Have you thought about this? And they all these crazy chicken ladies have pictures of their chickens on their phone saying, look at my kids. I'm like, wow, okay, we're at the next level there, aren't we? But this is another warning. Heed this warning. Stock up on food as much as you can. Have renewable resources. Chickens, eggs. At $12 a dozen, man, those are little gold nuggets. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please continue to refer this channel, like this channel, subscribe. Get yourself right with God. I can't tell you enough. Get submerged in water, baptized in the name of Jesus Christ. Greg out.